but when we're talking about Chris, he won for Male Vocalist of the Year, New Male Vocalist of the Year, Album of the Year for Traveler, and Song of the Year for Nobody to Blame. But not long after all of that, word came that Chris is performing at Harrah Concert Cove on July 1st. That show sold out immediately, of course, but there are plenty of other awesome shows with tickets still available. So let's go through the lineup. Missy Hardersen is the perfect guide. She's the one who books the band, so she knows the schedule inside and out. It's good to see you. We've got our own tradition here. This time of year, every year you come by and we talk about what's coming to Council Bluffs.
I know, we have so much coming this summer. We have 24 shows confirmed so far.
Wow. Well, and maybe we'll talk about that, because you do tend, in the past, you've added a little bit here and there.
Right.
But we're starting out with a really strong suite. The selection is awesome because you bring in varied genres so that there's something for everybody.
Very diverse lineup.
Yeah,
yes.
This is the 13th season though. How are you celebrating?
Well, we're celebrating this Friday, tomorrow, Friday the 13th, with a free concert with Yacht Revue. It is a 70s tribute band. Like I said, it's free. Family, friends, neighbors, everyone is welcome. And then we're also having half-price drinks that evening.
Oh,
so
awesome. Well, at Friday
an extra
13th,
special way.
I mean, like you're looking at the calendar going, we have to do something on this day. The stars are aligning.
Absolutely.
Describe the venue itself. You know I'm a fan.
Yes.
I see you there all the time. But I really enjoy it. What is it, though, about that space? For our viewers who haven't seen a show there yet, what's it like?
It's just an outdoor, intimate venue. It's a 4,000 capacity venue, and you can actually get as close to the artist as you know, anywhere.
You get some awesome pictures.
Oh, amazing
when
pictures.
You're in the crowd, yeah. It looks like you're right there with them.
Right.
The acoustics are really nice.
Really nice, and you overlook the Omaha skyline. The artists do. So,
yeah. And it's really comfortable. You know, it gets really hot as you get into the swing of summer. But I feel like there's something about the breeze off the water where you're located there. It's really you're not like roasting when you go see a show
it helps
there.
if you have a cold drink in your hand.
Yes, it does. Okay, the lineup is why you're here today, because we want to get our viewers excited about who's coming in. I want to take our time as we go through this so that we can really, like, why did you want to bring some of these artists in and go in depth a little bit? So let's start with this show tomorrow. That's the Yacht Revue.
Yes.
And then May 20th.
Next Friday, May 20th, is Greg Allman from the legendary Allman Brothers. He's played Stir Cove before.
Yeah, if you listen to CD 105.9, that's your show, right?
Exactly. And then the next night we have Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, a little bit of folk, and then Memorial Weekend kicks off with Aaron Lewis of Stained.
Yeah.
So that'll be an amazing show.
He's really good.
Yeah.
He's somebody that if you've seen him live, you want to see him again. I've heard vocally, it's an incredible show.
Yeah, and it's more of a country American rock, so to speak.
So Z92, another one of our radio brethren, and who's coming in for that show?
Mr. Bret Michaels, Poison frontman, and he's bringing his friends Dawkins, Warrant, and Firehouse.
He loves Nebraska, doesn't he? His sister lives in the area, and we know that. And then Lee Brice.
Yeah, we have a bunch of country this summer, so we have Lee Brice on June 9th. And then, of course, the 80s favorite,
Everybody
Tears for
Wants
Fears.
to Rule the World.
That's right.
Oh, how cool is that? I mean, I'd love to see that.
I know. It's going to be
How often do you get to see some of these acts? Only through you and Star Concert Cove do we get the chance. I saw Randy Houser there as well, another megastar in the country world.
Randy Houser. We also have Hank Williams Jr. coming as far as country.
Okay, I mentioned Chris Stapleton. Oh, well, hello, Mr. Hank Williams Jr. I mean, this is
Mr.
just, he's a legend, though.
He is.
I feel like to be able to see him in a venue like Star Concert Cove, that's a memory.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, you look at that, and to be able to hear him and be that close to him is really special. Chris Stapleton.
Yes.
How did you land him?
Well, I started working on him early.
Months ago.
Months ago, and we were just fortunate enough to get him booked into the Cove.
You spotted talent there, and now everybody's just...
And the show went on sale, and it sold out in a minute.
Okay, so that show is sold out. We're looking at the rest of the season as it plays out on the screen now. Are there other shows also sold out?
Yes, the Weezer and Panic at the Disco shows sold out immediately as well. That was our first show that we announced this summer.
What are some of the other shows that aren't sold out but are close?
the Boyz II Men and En Vogue show.
I want to go to that one so bad.
It's another great show, and
I want to hear them sing Mama. Do you know, like, what does their set look like?
I'll get you a set list.
And En Vogue, I mean, these are for people our age.
Yes.
If you are in your, 30s, early 40s, some of these bands, when you look at this rundown, you think, oh my gosh, yes, when I listen to the radio and they do 90s till now, and I hear these songs, I want to hear that live.
Yes.
Like, how cool is that? So give us a few of these other highlights that we're looking at now, because so many bands, it would be.
So Brian Wilson is coming from the Beach Boys. He's going to perform Pet Sounds in its entirety, along with his Beach Boys.
The very first concert I ever saw.
Mine too! Yes.
Was the Beach Boys?
Was the Beach Boys. I was 5.
I was 9, and it was after a Cincinnati Reds baseball game, and they were performing, and Mom took me and my brother. Are you going to add more shows? Because we started with that.
Yes, I'm looking at a couple of options. Whether they confirm or not, we'll see.
The stars have to align there, too.
Exactly. We have some opens in August and September, so we'll see what happens.
It's always, when we talk to Missy live on TV, and then on her way out the studio, I always say, okay, so what couldn't you tell everybody just then? I'll keep my lips sealed, I promise.
That's what they all say.
When you're looking at putting, because I think about this as a collection, and I think you probably do too as you're approaching it and bringing a variety of artists in. But describe your mindset as you're putting this whole summer together.
Well, it's not just my favorite bands, but it's also just listening to the fans, just getting their feedback and seeing what kind of shows they like and who they want to see come in the coming years. And we definitely seek those, and we get lucky and get most of them. So
how do we get tickets?
So you can visit stircove.com, of course. You can get all the updates on all of our social channels.
Well, and that's where you announce some of the stuff as it's happening. The like Twitter and Facebook, if you want to know, that's often the first place where you'll hear about it. Look forward to seeing you this summer.
Yes, we'll see you this summer.
Concert Cove. Thank you, Missy.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulations on what I think is the best season yet.
Thank
13.
you.
You've done it right.
Lucky number 13.
And my birthday's on the 13th of August, by the way.
Wonderful.
Very fond of the month.
Rick Springfield show on August 13th.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Missy. I'll get up on stage, serenaded by Mr. Springfield. We are going pink